Hi, I'm Steve Portigal, author of the recently published second edition of Interviewing Users. A question I got recently was whether anyone can or should interview users, or is it only researchers? So, can anyone interview users? Yes, anyone can. Should anyone interview users? No, I don't think anyone should. There's some minimum amount of experience, training, access to resources to ensure that people who do interview users are going to be successful. We have this binary distinction between people who do research and researchers. But sometimes, if you look at it more closely, it gets more gray. There's a lot of people whose title is, let's say, designer, but they identify as a researcher. So, if we're the gatekeepers, are we putting them in the title of people who do research? Is that their category? Or are we putting them in the category of sort of researchers, maybe something like researcher adjacent? So, how do we want to divide up the world? What permission or gatekeeping should we be providing? And there's a follow-up question that I was asked, how much monitoring or support would you recommend researchers conducting interviews or people who do research conducting interviews? How much monitoring and support should they have? And, from what I've heard from in-house leaders that I've spoken with on my podcast, Dollars to Donuts, they really want to be enabling people with tools, templates, training, but they don't see it as helpful or even appropriate to be gatekeepers. So, monitoring is an interesting word there in the question because it speaks to a less successful approach. This depends on structure, of course, right? If researchers are embedded on a team, then that whole collaboration dynamic and even what everyone's role is going to change. And beyond that, a lot of it depends on culture. Who are these individuals? What skills and backgrounds and mindset do they have? What do you or we hope to get out of engaging with them, these other folks who are doing research? I think there's plenty of factors to consider for the right approach in any specific situation. And let's just say, like, the quality of the user research. So, for researchers who are supporting people who do research, what is working for you?